Awesome Rider.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Level Up Rider Series 16 Simulation Gamer. So as per usual, in this form you sort of have a little sort of buddy form that's just like a little robot dude. And actually, similar to Tattle Fantasies, I didn't really see it that well, like what he looked like as a little robot, like the little arms and legs, and like you can see the little head up here, and it's actually kind of adorable looking. Like when I saw it in the show, I'm like, well, that's kind of boring. It's just a floating boat. They didn't even try to make it a little character, but they actually did, and I actually dig it a lot more than I thought I would after seeing it like in person. And again, to reiterate what I said in Tattle Fantasies review, I almost kind of wish they made these little characters. It kind of would have been fun. But yeah, you can move his little arms a bit because of the transformation in his feet, but obviously, again, no crazy poses or anything like that, but it's just a little bit of movement. And I dig them on their own. And as I've said in past reviews of things like these, I like that if you don't want to display the armor on your figure, you have another way of displaying it that's charming. Alright, so now to set them up, basically just take this top piece off and separate it in two. I killed two birds with one stone there. And then this piece is going to go on like this, over top of Snipe. And Snipe is still missing his little hairpiece, because mine broke. And not broke, it's just I lost it. I think I vacuumed it up. And you're going to want to take off the cape, which should be pretty obvious. And then just slide him over top of here. And secure the little shoulder pegs that all these have. Very easy. And then put his little Captain Sham hat on, and then you go get some fried egg sandwiches and go after the Baudelaires. You know how it is. But yeah, that's a thing. This one's a little difficult to set up for me. It's always wanting to spring forward because of the way it is, but let me just get this part done first. So these you can actually like position any way you want. Like there's specific ways various pictures show it, but you can basically position it however you want in terms of like where you want the little cannons pointing. So that's a thing. So I'm just going to kind of leave it like that for now. Actually, I was going to say I was going to leave it like that, and then I decided to mess with that classic me. Yeah, just leave it like that for a minute so that we can get the arms in. The arms are actually nicely simple. There's this little piece here that actually just, it snaps into the little peg hole on the side of their arms, which is nice. Like, I'm glad it's like that instead of having some sort of mechanism for him to hold with his hands, because these little joints here can be pretty unreliable, and especially with the X-Aid line, I've had a lot of problems with not being able to hold really simple weapons, which has been kind of annoying, so it's nice that they can feel secure. So let me just kind of get a decent ish angle on him there. So okay, so there you basically have him. He's a little bit messy, and that's kind of the thing with these, is that I feel that the design on these is sloppy in a lot of ways, and also in some respects this and Jet Combat ended up looking better than I thought. But still, just like, even though I like the engineering on this, that they stay on securely, there's just always something about the final product that doesn't feel good to me. Like, even in the sloppiest, like, biggest Gaim ones, even though it was bulky, I never felt it felt sloppy, if that makes any sense. And I'm not a huge fan of this form anyway, but still, there's just something about it that just doesn't feel right to me. Like, it just feels kind of cheap when you're trying to finagle everything together, and it just doesn't quite work right. But, I mean, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I think it actually has its merits, more so seeing it in person, but it's still just, there's something about this line that's not clicking with me, and I just feel like it could be better engineered and not feel so cheap and awkward, I guess is the right word. Also, now that his face is off, but before I forget, he does come with the little swappable piece. I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I forgot to switch it out, but the little swappable piece here for the dual gear Gashat, so you can have it accurate to the form, so the universe doesn't explode if he has the incorrect Gashat. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure to visit the podcast at writersrangerebels.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.